Shubor nakaslem jong unongsan Hima.
Menteri ka Sorkar Pdeng badi kami Yakatanat Ports, Shipping and Waterways Usarba Nanda Sonowal hagas ngisa jan ulai shimenta hagajia keren shapang ka Mang Tyngka arja arpusau jong ka Sorkar Pdeng hagaba ulai keren bat gitu ki baterai hakikam khai Pdeng ki samla bat ki long kami nakathan ka jinga keren kalalong shapang ka Mang Tyngka ka banbu ya ka rukam trikam ban pun urlong ya ka viksit Bharat nakaliang Sonowal uloong bakathan shitai lamingi jong ka India ka badan ka benta ka bakraw kanyo ajing mentoy na kanika Mang Tyngka namar Thmu ban aibor ya yo kakot ki kam khai Pdeng bat ki kam rap hakathan bat ru ka jing pelilat ya ki samla ki long kemi bat ki riulum haba ajing kran ka jing lang halor ka jing pen ko bor ya ki jat ban riulum menteri ka Sorkar Pdeng ulaong ka Mang Tyngka jong ka Sorkar Pdeng arja arpusau ka pen khre ya ka India shakalinti ban long ka viksit Bharat da ka bor bat ka jing phai khmat bat thamai ka Mang Tyngka ka Thmu ban kentiu ya ka yo kakot ki kam karkhana bat ki kamrap da kajing tibet ki samla ki long kami bat ki jat ben riulum jong ka than shitai lam mingi ulaong ba menteri rang ba adu Narendra Modi ulai tho ya ka than shitai lam mingi kum ka Asta Lakshmi bat ka kor bathamai jong ka jingkio shaprang ka India hapo ka jingalam Modi Sonowal ulaong ba ka benta hakani ka Mang Tyngka na ka benta ka jingpen ko bor bat ka jing pelilat ya ki jat ben riulum kalakiu jan arspa persen lingba ka jing Mang Tyngka ka ba khatlai 1000 kulur kaban penen kam na kabenta ka baha kamyat jong kijat ben riulum na kabenta ka jing pelilat ya ki nong shnatiar haki rukom tenrai ki self help group ki schedule caste schedule tribe bat ki long kami ki baseng kam lajong ki scheme kum ka PM Vishwakarma PM Swanidhi National Livelihood Mission bat Stand Up India ka Mang Tyngka kala kentiu ya ka jingbo pisa na kabenta jongki dakawi pat ka scheme bakerpang na kabenta ka jingyo ya ka hok ha ka imlang ka salang ya ki jat ben riulum lapan bena ya ka Pradhan Mantri Jan Jatiya Unat Gram ha ka ni ka Mang Tyngka ka bala Thmu ban kentiu ya ka jinglong ka yo ka kot bat ka imlang salang jong ki jat ben riulum kani kan aji mentai ya san klur ngut ki riulum ha 100,000 tali kishnong
2047 Honorable Prime Minister has set the target for every respected Indian citizen that we are to make India a self-reliant nation, Atmanirbhar Bharat, a developed nation in the next journey of 25 years, which is termed as Amrit Kal. And I believe this is practically possible because whatever experiences we have gathered and the track record of performance the last 10 years under the dynamic leadership of Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji. Now India has jumped from the 11th position to the 5th largest economy in the world. Only within the mere 10 years' time. So that demonstrate the growing confidence of the Indian mindset, and that demonstrate the ability and power of Indian society, that demonstrate the strong will, dedication and devotion and commitment of Indian citizen. So I believe with the reformative policy and program, whatever had been undertaken under the leadership of Honorable Prime Minister, India now could able to draw the attention of the global society and even best of the best, I'm talking in terms of the economy, the leading economy in the world. They have also accepted the fact that this India is growing faster. India, according to the assessment conducted by top financial institutions of the world, whether it is World Bank, International Monetary Fund, and many other leading economists in the world, they have agreed that India is the fastest growing economy in the world. So with this deep realization of our confidence and our potentialities, leadership of Honorable Prime Minister, that in the next 5 years' time, will have to become one of the top 3 economy in the world, from 5th to 3. So I believe it is also possible, because in most of the parameters, whatever have been achieved so far, and what was the position during the last UPA government, and what is the position of today, this has clearly reflect the difference and also the create a success story. And in this budget, I believe through this budget, whatever announcement has been made by our Honorable Union Finance Minister, Nirmala Sitharamanji, this is mainly to create the ecosystem for our speedy growth to become one of the top 3 in the next 5 years, and by 2047 on the leading developed nation in the world. I believe this is the reason why all the provision has been created, and particularly the 4 communities are being identified who needs to be empowered by providing all kind of modern facilities, productivity and resilience in agriculture, employment and scaling, inclusive human resource development and social justice, manufacturing and services, urban development, energy security, infrastructure, innovation, research and development, and next generation reforms. So these are the 9 verticals in which this budget will give full emphasis, and to make every citizen empowered for their capacity building, efficiency enhancement, so that they could contribute to the faster growth of economy in the country. Every citizen will have a big role to play to make India Atmanirbhar Bharat in the next 25 years. So I believe this is the reason why 11.11 lakhs crore has been allocated for capital expenditure. Capital expenditure means infrastructure growth across the country. And you know, it is very easy to make the expenditure in the revenue sector. But capital expenditure is a Himalayan tax. Every state of the country will have to play a very, very important role in it. State and center, they will have to move hand in hand. It is all kind of integrated effort, and also Jan Bhagidari, people's participation. People's participation and integrated effort of the center state, then they could create the infrastructure which is very much relevant to our faster growth. Communication, connectivity, all the institutions, whatever, for the poor people needs to be updated their lifestyle. Whatever support is required for the empowering of women to make them self-sufficient, self-reliant. And I believe this is the way the budget has very clearly given an opportunity to all the citizens of the country, all sections, whether it is MSME, middle class, all sections has been taken into confidence. Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas. No section of the society is left out. And look at the opportunity that we are getting in the last 10 years. In Northeast, earlier, this particular area was totally neglected. It was totally in the darkness. Nobody has any expectation about Northeast. Northeast is always considered to be the place where all the time troublesome law and order, deteriorating law and order situation, bomb blast, killing, kidnapping, This was the only identification had been put into the personality of Northeast. But look at the transformation in the last 10 years. Because of Honorable Prime Minister's special interest, special attention, special effort, special support, special policy. Now in the last 10 years time, 5.2 lakhs crore had been spent for the infrastructural growth of the entire Northeast. And as a result, in all the sector, now Northeast become a preferred destination for education, for tourism, for investment. So this is, I believe, as it is always known that Northeast is the hotspot of biodiversity and full of greenery, and our flora and fauna is always attractive for national and international tourists. And this is the most resourceful part of the country which was never been discovered by earlier government. But it is Modi ji who has discovered it and declared it for the people of the country. This is the Ashtalasmi of the country. This is the growth engine of the country. If Northeast grows, Northeast come up with exemplary success story, then definitely India is going to become the powerful nation. So that is why this massive amount had been spent, and that too with quality spending, quality implementation, quality monitoring, and quality kind of responsibility. This is how Honorable Prime Minister from the front, he visited more than 60 times to this part of the country and taken the stock of the latest situation of growth, and he has directed all the Union Minister, whether it is Union Minister of State or Cabinet, and all the senior officials of the Government of India, don't compel Northeasterner to come to Delhi again and again by spending thousands of rupees, by spending weeks after weeks in the hotel. Please go and visit the Northeast physically and interact with the people and try to understand their mind and hope and expectation. And accordingly, from your ministry, you put your best possible effort to get all the scheme undertaken from your ministry in that particular zone implemented within a time frame. And I, being a Northeasterner, I was also, before joining active politics, I was a student leader. I was from ASU and NESO. And NESO is a bigger platform, as you know, comprising of all the leading student organizations of all the 8 states. We have developed this umbrella organization to represent the views of Northeastern. And during that time, I had my bitter experiences during the UPA regime, the earlier government before 2014, how they have treated the people of Northeast, whether any minister from Northeastern states or any official or student leader or political leader or some educationist or some others like social leader, NGOs, trust, nobody had been given attention. And this was the frustration, a cause of frustration. And that is why the Northeast was totally delinked emotionally from the mainstream of the country. But to integrate the nation in the truest sense, with dedication, with devotion, with love and affection, it is Narendra Modi ji who has discovered Northeast by heart and soul and declared, "Ye desh ka Ashtalasmi hai, desh ka Ashtalasmi hai," and this Northeast can become the new engine for India's faster growth. with that particular objective and positive intention, he delivered his best possible service to the region, and as a result, today we are not only known to the people of the country but also entire world, and how Modi ji is promoting our cultural heritage ministers in the different global platform. So this is his love and affection and dedication to the cause of the people of Northeast. And with this particular positive intention, he has given this year also more than 1 lakh crore for Northeast. One of the respected speaker has rightly pointed out, it is to be earmarked state-wise. Of course, it would be done. But more than that, 1.5 lakhs crores has been earmarked for interest-free loan for the next 50 years for infrastructure growth. So any state of Northeast can approach Government of India for this particular benefit. And that is why state will have to be very much active. They will have to prepare the proposal. They will have to proceed, because this is the age of competition. And among the state, we have the competitive environment, isn't it? Who will be going faster than the others. This competitive attitude must be there in the mindset of the state leaders. And whatever provision being created in the budget, that is to be properly explored by our leaders for our future growth. In the growth of whatever is required, whether in education, health, any kind of infrastructure which is highly required for the growth of the state, that is always advisable, always acceptable. So I believe this is the way how Honorable Prime Minister showing his kind of support to the people of entire Northeast, to extend wholehearted support. Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas. Now in the GST, the state governments are the major stakeholders, and 74% GST always been distributed among the states. So I believe the cooperative federalism and whatever economy now we have in the country, it is because of the people's participation. That is why Honorable Prime Minister firmly believes, and repeatedly he says, that जन भागीदारी जन आंदोलन, सरकार का कोई भी कार्यक्रम में अगर आम जनता शामिल हो जाए तो जन आंदोलन बनते हैं. जन आंदोलन का मतलब है पीपल्स, इट इज ए पार्टिसिपेटिंग डेमोक्रेसी. People's participation make the people participating democracy strong. So this is how we'll have to integrate, and this is how Sabka Saath Sabka Vikas principle is being implemented in the letter and spirit. And also, if you talk about active policy, accordingly, whatever ecosystem now is building to make northeast part of India as the ASEAN corridors, expressway to ASEAN. So that is why all the kind of road connectivity and air connectivity, everything is being built up to make this particular part of the country more focused, more visible. And by developing our cordial relationship with the ASEAN countries, 10 numbers of ASEAN countries, right from Myanmar, Thailand, Laos, Brunei, Cambodia, Vietnam, Singapore, Philippines, Malaysia, Indonesia, and also BBN country, India, Bangladesh, Bhutan, Nepal. This particular area now becomes so accessible for the Northeasterner. And this ecosystem has been built in the last 10 years.